It's time for issue 72. After the madness that was issue 71, I took a bit of a reprieve and just didn't do anything last week, so here I am again. This is Hondo Anaka's spaceship, the Oshnet, I think it is. Looked like a UFO. And they're one of them Clone Wars dudes that I don't know about, but hey, he's got a spider monkey, or sorry, a monkey lizard, excuse me, just like Salacious Crumb from Jabba the Hutt there. I read a little bit about this guy, but not too much. Anyway, there's a character who's got a straight up classic sci-fi UFO. Then there is the Zero Beast, I think it is, or, well, it says Jiro there, but I think that in English it's a Z. Zero Beast from Mustafar. That thing looks kind of crazy. Lots of spikes and claws and stuff. And here it is, the iconic rectenna from the Millenium Falcon. Here it is getting stripped straight off in Return of the Jedi, and then here's the replacement dish. I didn't realize it was that much smaller than the original one from TFA. That's what I'm going to be building today. So you can have a quick look. There's more about it there. There's Finn and Rey running away there at what the hell is the name of that station? Damn it, now I can't even remember it. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Here's what's going on. I'm going to be building that Recten antenna. First putting together the base there, plate, then the actual dish. A-frame's going to come together, and then going to slap that all together. And I think I might just bust out the hull and stick it on there, show y'all what it looks like. So there we go. I am now taking bets for how badly this is going to go. 17 different details that are going to go into putting this thing together. And the first thing I'm doing is putting on, let's see, I think a total of about 5 different details onto this ring here. This is the base that's going to sit on top of the Falcon, and then the A-frames are going to go in here, and then the dish is going to sit on top. So, as usual, I've clipped out and sanded down my first piece here, and I'm just going to slap that in. This one is going to sit in this slot here. And, as usual, let's see how badly my glue is stuck shut. And, yeah. Time to go with the teeth again. Oh man, I think I'm going to pull the entire nozzle off here. Jesus shit. Nah, there we go. Wow. Hang on. There must be an incredible amount of crap inside this cap, because look at this. Look at how freaking clean that is. It's cleaner than a thing that's really clean. All right, I'm going to make sure I put this thing the right way. Yeah, that's how it's going to sit. All right, so let's go with the glue on the tab here. I do hope that this is actually going to glue. Oh yeah, that cap is hosed. All right, let's just go with doing it by hand. All right, there we go. Yep, this thing doesn't want to sit. It always wants to rock to one side. All right, anyway. Part 2 is this thing, right? This little nodule there, and that's going to sit, right? Well, first I'm going to drop it out of the way. Why am I using my right hand? I'm not right-handed. Part 2 goes in like this, unless I'm mistaken. Nope, that's it. It's going to go right there. So, oops. Trying to take care of this glue as best I can, but obviously it's not quite working all that fantastically. Anyway, in you go. All right, kind of, this bit's staying on. This one, oh, okay, it's fixing. All right. Part 3 is this protuberance. And it's going to sit in here like yo. So once again, let's see if this is... this, I don't know how I'm going to apply the glue to this thing without getting glue everywhere. Yeah, let's do it this way. Ah, that's too much glue. Son of a bitch. You know what, though? I'm going to leave it, though, because I don't really care that much, and this is actually going to sit inside the recess here, so there we go. Yeah, not even going to see it. Part 4 is this tiny little guy. Looks almost like a pistol shape, and it's going to go all over the place. And it's also going to go in here, right up next to this round drum kind of shape. This one, I think, really demands the cocktail stick, but I'm running out of hands. Let's see how I can try to not make a hash of this. That's too much glue. Go away. This is going to be fun, switching back and forth several times. All right. And try and transfer it to my tweezers. I'm going to glue it to my hands. Yes, I am. All right, get in there. Wow, okay. This is going to be challenging. Oh, son of a... Okay, let's try a different tack. All right, this might work out poorly, but I'm going to try to just dredge it through this glue and then stick it straight in there. Oh, come on. Ah, shit. God damn it. Ah, fuck. Son of a bitch, this motherfucker. You can see, I mean, the slot here is plenty big enough, but it's just the angle against that drum bit. That roundish thing, come on. Fuck. God damn it. Come on. Shit. Fuck my ass. Alright, let me switch this around. There isn't even any adhesive quality left here. Ah, fucking shit. Yeah, see, the tweezers get in the way. It was in there for a second. I swear to God it was. Let me try it from this angle. Now where the fuck did it go? God. Surprised I haven't had that happen more often. Okay, that's the way it should sit. You know what I'm going to do? Watch this. First, let's get this piece of shit in there. That's actually wedged in pretty tight. But here's my bit of genius. I'm going to glue it in from the bottom. Ha! Just get it in there a little bit more firmly. Yep. Ha! This is probably the best idea I'm going to have all day. You know what? Let's do it this way. There. Boom. That thing is sunk. All right. That was a hassle, but I feel clever. All right. That's it for this detail. Next up is the actual dish. Here's the dish. And part 5 is this plug here. That's going to go on the back side. I've got to make sure the ends line up. Yep. That's the only way it's going to fit. It actually sits pretty nicely right in there. So now it's going to drop some glue into each of these 6 divots. Probably put too much glue in there, but well, let's... Oh my God, my glue is really you piece of shit. All right, anyway, let's cocktail stick it. Damn it, there's still... Don't really need... seems like I'm having a hard time going from either practically zero glue up to way too much. I'm having a hard time getting anywhere in between. Seems like that's a little too much. And this is, actually, that's a good amount right there. Too much again. Well, it's not so bad. Let's hope it doesn't all dry out before I get the plug in place. There we go. All right, that actually seems like it's okay. All right, on you go. Okay, there's my plug. Got one more piece on the dish. Part 6 is this little armature that sits under the plug here and connects it. You can see like, yo. Now, in a grand bit of irony, as usual, actually I don't even know if irony is the right word. Anyway, this little tab at the end of the armature there goes into this slot, but it only fits because I had to sand it down a little bit so it would actually go sink into the slot there. Because, you know, I've got this thing going on with this model where nothing actually fits into the little points where it's supposed to. At least the last few issues. So, yeah, you know, fuck me, right? So anyway. Also, the other thing is that this kind of indentation where the back end of the armature is supposed to fit is actually a significant bit bigger than the end of the armature. I mean, perhaps that's intentional, but it certainly doesn't look as nice and even as many other points. But anyway, on she go. You can see, as I have mentioned, right, that divot there does not really want to sit. It's not really the same size. Anyway, all right. So that's it for the dish. Now I've got to put together the A-frame. The first two parts are, well, one of the main A-frames themselves, and then this little bit that's going to tuck into here. And I just want to make sure that I'm putting it in the right way around, which is like, yo, this protrusion here is on the right side, so yeah, it's got a little bit of wiggle room, but I'm just going to plop down glue right in the middle. There we go. That's maybe too much, and I got some on my finger. Wonder if I'll be dealing with that later. There we go. Nice. Now I've got a different bit of A-frame here, another one, 3 pieces, and I have to be careful about which way around these go on, but I've got them lined up okay now. So now I'm just going to put these reinforcing bars onto the A section itself. Maybe too much glue again. There we go. That wasn't bad. And now the other one. I'm going to have to do this twice because there is another A identical to this one, which I reckon is probably going to be next, but have a look at that in a moment. For now. Boom. Beautiful. Huh, nice. Didn't even get any glue seepage there. All right. Yeah, here's the other one. So, pretty straightforward job again, which I can screw up if I'm not careful. So. Now, you Piece of shit, what the fuck? Is this thing gonna fucking hold? Gonna find out in a few moments. Sorry. Too much glue. Probably not enough glue. Let's see where this takes us. All right, I'm going to let that set for a couple of seconds. Well, we'll see. Right, so a lot of assembly to do here. I've got the two A-frames this side, these kind of A-frames, I guess, that I assembled here, and they do seem to be staying together, which is nice. And then I've got these two ones, this one that I put together in the beginning, this one which I just clipped out and sanded. Interesting point, this one had a bit that I had to pop in and glue on. This one came in one piece. Why? Who knows? It's a frickin' mystery. So anyway, I'm going to be taking these two bad boys, running this pivot through the center with this sheath around it, or cowling or whatever, and then putting that together. So let's see how that goes. Da, 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 da. It looks like, I think, you just have to, I don't know. It's supposed to just fit through. Of course, why can't anything be easy, right? Okay, da, 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 da. Insert one end of the pivot into the A-frame from step 6 or 7. Okay, well. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, it's a bit of a tight fit. Okay, wow, that's a very, very tight fit. It's not going anywhere. Okay, I have no problems with that, really. Now, it's got it oriented in the guide here like this. I really don't know that that's going to make a difference, but I'm going to do it that way anyway, just to ensure that I'm following this as best I can. This is just going to slide over top. Oh, all right, okay. Okay, that looks about right. Hoses or tubes or pipes or whatever on top. And then this goes on the other side. Yep. Okay, well, that did me up. And, okay, I haven't glued anything, but this is holding together very firmly. I suppose I can just leave it like this. There we go. I mean, that's a very, very snug fit. You know what? I don't even want to risk taking this thing apart to put glue on it. So now I notice that I've got this bit poking out the back, actually poking out both sides, but I do believe it's supposed to go like that. Let me see. Fit the notches over there. The assembly should look like this. Fit the square end of the pivot into the recess. Yep. So now I'm just going to take these two and fit them over top like this. Oh, okay. It's supposed to look like this. Wonder, let's just try something. Okay, it does actually turn. So I think that's intentional. Okay. So obviously I'm a little wary of making this permanent, but this part of the pivot, or this joint here, whatever you want to call it, doesn't stay on its own, obviously. Let's see. Together until you lock the outer frames. So it says keep the whole A-frame assembly pushed firmly together until you lock the outer frames into the mount. So Yeah, I reckon. Well, unless I'm very careful with the glue here, I don't want it to get glued so it doesn't actually pivot, right? Call the pivot and so on. So, I can... Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to trust that once I glue the dish... Where the hell's my dish? Okay, hang on. I'm actually holding it upside down. Yeah, great. So, okay, here we go. It's gonna sit like this. The dish, these are, no, blah, 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 blah. These 4 points are going to go into the bottom of my part here. And then the dish is going to come on like this. Hang on, I want to make sure that it's accurate. Yes, this little armature here is going to go on the top. Once I've got it all glued into place, well, it should hold. I don't know. Decisions to make. All right, I'm going to be somewhat bold. I am going to apply some glue into the very bottom here. Actually, maybe I'll put it on here and then glue this on. And if I don't put too much glue on it, it should hold this A-frame onto the pivot without actually keeping the pivot from serving its purpose. Just in case, though, I'm going to align the dish part of the armature so that if it does stay permanently fixed in this position, it will at least look nice by pointing somewhat upwards. Okay. All right, here we go. So this is in place. Let's get this all out of the way. All right, now be very careful with the glue, Dan. Okay, that's not too much. Okay, looks good. Moment of truth. Okay. Okay. Stay there. Don't be too glued. Okay, now this one. I'm not going to test it now. I'm going to leave myself with a little bit of suspense here. And suspenders. All right. You know, the last time I glued something down that was supposed to move, it was the ramp for access to the ship. And, yeah, it was the paint that actually kept it together. All right, let's see. Oh, wait, hang on. Let me do this this way. Give it a little more support. All right, it still moves. Excellent. That's a relief. Okay, now then. Got that going. And make sure that, you know what? Hey, what do you know? To be particularly accurate, I need to have it aligned like this. Yes? No, hang on. 2. Nope, no, it was right way around the first time. What the hell? No, I can't figure this fucking thing out. Hang on. This bit with this little thing. Oh, because I'm a big dopey dope. Okay, it goes above part 2, and then it's going to actually align like this. Well, doubly good. That's really fortuitous that I didn't glue it all into place because I would have had the dish oriented the wrong way. Who's going to notice, Dan? Nobody, but I'll know. Kind of like some of these other parts I fucked up along the way. Anyway, all right, this thing is advising me now. Let's see. So part 7. Okay, when it's facing, this is really... believe this is how it's supposed to go. Wait. Jesus, this is really difficult. But I don't think it's going to matter. Hang on. The way the picture is oriented is like this. That's the way it's got it lined up. The armature bit. Okay. The armature bit here lines up with the protrusion here on the side. And then when I actually align it, that's going to make a difference. But this is how it's supposed to go. Yes, yes. Okay. This is how it's going to go. Okay. So, let me do it. All right. So first, this bad boy into place. Okay, in she goes. Give it a few. I might take a little glue to the bottom there. In fact, I think I will. I'll do that right now. Okay. Next, just to double check. Yes, it aligns like this. Yep. Okay. I am going to put glue into each of the spaces here. It has occurred to me that this entire section is taking a disproportionately long time in comparison even to other issues that I've done with a lot of details. But I guess this is a pretty big deal. It is a fairly significant visual element to the Millenium Falcon, and fucking this up would make me weep endlessly. All right, now let's try and get this on one nice go. There we go. Bam. All four lined up. Whoa, that was a little bit frightening. All right, give it a few seconds. All right. And I believe that's how she's supposed to go. I'm going to have to... Wait, no, hang on. No, it goes like this. This part was on the image here, pointing towards the side of the ship. All right. Woo! There we go. There she is. So then, I'm actually feeling pretty tired, so I'm not going to bust out the rest of the ship now, but the next time I bring out the hull, we're going to have this puppy sitting on top there, and I do believe it's actually designed to rotate, which is kind of neat. I don't know how it's going to be fixed, but doesn't matter. Anyway, that's it for issue 72, and I am done.